So welcome Mr. J.M. Balaji to Indian Textile Journal's exclusive video interview, and we are happy to have you on board.
Thank you very much for this opportunity from your side. Thank you very much.
So the first question is, being a leading manufacturer of ring travelers, what do you bring to the table for your customers?
We can say that we are very unique in this segment, and to maintain a market share of almost 73.5% in the domestic market in India, and globally we are 3 times bigger than our nearest competitor. So to have such a monopolistic condition, definitely we should be doing something different from others. And I feel the 3 main points for that are: one is on the performance, which definitely we have a very big range of products, number one. And secondly, on the value for money proposition, as well as on the performance part, absolute performance. So on both these parts, we definitely have an edge over the competition. And more than that, this alone is not sufficient. In a product like Ring Travelers, the delivery is very, very important. And anywhere in the world, we can supply our travelers within 48 hours. We have stock points globally. So that is a very big edge what we have, and the reach what we have globally, because we have agents across the world. In China alone, we have around 10 agents. So everybody can reach our customers very fast. And that is what is helping us maintain and grow our market share in this particular segment. So definitely we can say that. And we also have a big technical service team for us, which only focuses on the problem solving for the customer. So they focus only on how to improve the productivity and how to solve the problems for the customer. So that really helps us, and people value us that we are a solution provider rather than just a ring traveler supplier. Like I always say, we are at the customer to increase his productivity and to increase his profitability. That is why we are in business. And incidentally, we also manufacture ring travelers. So that is just one way in which we help the customers increase their profitability in the long run. So that is how we look at the scenario in totality. So that has merged very well with our customers, and that's the reason we are growing today.
So in terms of say performance-wise, how has been 2020 so far for LRT? And also, are you seeing a pickup in demand in Q2 and Q3?
Yes, definitely. Apart from April, where obviously the whole country was under lockdown, from June onwards, we have a very good pickup which happened for LRT. And especially in the export markets, in the second quarter, we are doing exceedingly well. And probably we have a growth rate of approximately 25% over the pre-COVID levels itself. So that has really helped us in running our plants for the fullest capacity, as well as whatever is a slight shortfall in the domestic market, which we had in the months of May, June, July. Was more than compensated with the increase in our market share in exports. So today, if you see in the third quarter, almost we have come back to around 95% levels as far as the domestic market is also come, as far as the pre-COVID levels are concerned. And shortly, I think we should exceed our pre-COVID levels very shortly in the Indian market as well. So it has been an extremely better year, better than what we had predicted in the month of April when we were forecasting. So we are today almost around 15% better than what we were in pre-COVID levels in the overall scenario today.
So you just now spoke about exports market. So which are the major countries that you, from where you got this jump of around 25%?
Yeah, the main countries happens to be our traditional textile spinning markets like China, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Vietnam. These are our main countries. So we had a tremendous growth in Bangladesh and China. So these two countries really bounced back in the second quarter and really helped us to increase our market share in these particular segments as well. So in Indonesia, we had actually doubled our share, double our sales in the second quarter also when compared to the pre-COVID overall year average. So it has been a good quarter for us, and we hope that things will only get better going forward.
And you also spoke about domestic markets showing robust growth in the second and third quarter. So how so this growth you are saying that it will gain momentum as we move to third and fourth quarter. That's right?
Yeah, definitely it will grow. If you see the total yarn produced in the country now, probably it is approximately around 90% of what it was produced in the pre-COVID levels. But if you take the spindles running as such, you could say almost it is to the tune of 99%. But it is on and off. People are running 2 shifts. People want to run 100%. There is huge demand for yarn, but because of the labor availability, because of COVID issues, the actual demand, actual production of yarn is getting affected because of that. So this is only a matter of time when probably the labor issues will get sorted out. Probably after Diwali, we will find that the laborers from north also start coming to various parts of the country, and it will be sorted out. And COVID also, we are seeing things improving in a gradual manner. So probably once those issues are also sorted out, we will not have wide fluctuations in the production in the mills. Because today we find that some of the groups, all of a sudden, they are closed for 10 days because of some huge COVID issues and things of that sort, which is bringing down the production. So going forward, I think those will be cut down. And once the 100% of the spinach is utilized for the fullest capacity, then our traveler consumption will also increase, because ours is directly related to the usage of the industry, and we are a very clear barometer of how much spinach is running in the country, because traveler usage really is directly proportional to the what spindles are running. So it is very easy for us to predict how much of the spinach is working in the country, and because of which we feel that in the third and fourth quarter, I think we'll quickly go back to the levels which were in pre-COVID. All the 47.5 millions will start running. So we are very confident about that. And today the yarn exports are also at a very good level. In the Q2, if you see, every month it was over 100 million tons. So this is really helping the Indian domestic industry as well in a very big manner. So if you see places like, for example, South America, due to COVID, we find that many mills there have still not restarted, and some of them will go out of business as well because of these issues. And this is a very big advantage for countries like India and Vietnam, Indonesia, and the Asian countries as such. So there will be some winners out of COVID, which will definitely be the Asian markets. And the countries like Latin America and South America probably will be further affected, and the spinach there will further get reduced in this period, and they may not even reopen, and they may go out of business as well.
So what are the key trends you are looking at in the Ring Travellers market in terms of, say, technology, or also in terms of the market scenario? Just now you mentioned about South America, where you feel that probably the demand for spin and yarns will increase. So in terms of market, also in terms of technology, what trends do you see in Ring Travellers?
Yeah, today what we are seeing is probably if you take a few years back, many mills were focusing on a certain segment. Like they used to do only fine counts, or they were focused on coarse counts, or they were focused on medium counts, or they were focused on synthetic. So today, probably people feel that they cannot put all their eggs in one basket. Even for a spinning mill of the size of, say, 50,000 or 25,000, they want a basket of products. So even a super fine count mill is today looking at running even 40s count. Earlier, they were running only 60s and above, the big groups in the south. Today, they are running 40s as well, which we are seeing. And they are having value-added yarn like slub yarn, core yarn as well. And they are looking at other areas where they can probably have I mean, all the risk has to be distributed. So that is what many mills are looking at. And in this context, delivery becomes a very big issue for the spinning mills. So probably if the mills are continuously running one particular count or a range of count, then there is no issue. We can, I mean, any ring traveler manufacturer could easily supply to those mills. Whereas if the requirement keeps changing and it's dynamic, then it is very difficult, and only people who are very close and who can cater to the immediate requirements can survive in the market. So one of the things is on the delivery part of it. Second is on the absolute performance also. Today we are looking at a lot of modernization is happening in the ring frames. So that is also, people are going for super long ring frames. So labor availability is a very big issue. So people are looking for higher life of travelers as well. So that is also another very big trend we are looking at. And people are going for spindle monitoring systems, and people are going for traveler inserting tools and things of that sort. So the performance of the traveler in terms of higher productivity and in terms of longer life, definitely it is another issue where we have a clear edge with our new products like Express Plus, which has a really good performance when compared to the available products in the market with respect to competition as well. So that is also another factor which people are definitely looking at as far as the ring travelers are concerned. So these two, I think the delivery part is important. The absolute performance and the life of travelers in terms of productivity is very, very important. And third and most important thing I would say is on the consistency part, because today people want a traveler which probably whatever they have the performance today should be the same throughout the year. So that is what they are expecting, irrespective of the temperature increases in summer, in winter, and in things like that. And all the travelers, all the 10,000 pieces of traveler in the box should give the same quality. That is also extremely important, and that is where we clearly score over the competition. So the consistency of travelers are extremely important, because it's not a performance of one traveler, it's a performance of the group of travelers in that particular ring frame, which actually the customer will be looking for. So that is what we'll talk at the end. It is not like any other consumer product, it's not one TV. It's all the components in the TV which actually gives you the overall performance of it. Similarly, we don't need any rogue travelers in the overall gambit of our travelers, because we manufacture around 4,000 million pieces every year. So we need to ensure that everything is as per our standards, and the consistency of quality is very important. So that is where, again, one of the reasons why we are able to maintain such a high market share in this particular segment. So, and this is becoming even more important in the days to come, because of labor availability is becoming very, very scarce, and people are looking at travelers which can give them very good quality, absolutely no traveler fly, breakage rate should be very, very minimal, and the life should be maximum. So these are areas where all traveler manufacturers are focusing, and we have an edge over them in these particular areas.
Just now we spoke about modernization of textile industry, and increasing the competitiveness of the industry overall. So in terms of modernization and say also in automation, where does India stand in the spinning market? Second part of this is modernization directly relevant or directly leads to increase in consumption of ring travelers?
Okay, to answer your first question, probably there's a huge scope in India for modernization, because a huge chunk of the spinning ring frames today are more than say 12 years old or 15 years old. If you take in South itself, we have approximately around 20-22 million spindles, out of which you can say that more than 12 million spindles are over 15 years old. So there is a huge scope for modernization as far as India is concerned, and it is happening now. We are seeing that in this quarter, all the major machinery manufacturers have also started to get a good amount of orders for modernization. So as far as India is concerned, the average age of machinery is slightly higher when compared to other countries like Turkey or like Indonesia, where average age of machines is much lesser. So unless they modernize, they cannot survive in the future, because your power cost, your labor cost, everything is going up, and with old outdated machinery, you just cannot survive in the market. So today in the last quarter, we are seeing that the yarn prices were good. Profitability was also good for the spinning mills. So and going forward, they are looking at a bright future as of now. And we see that a lot of mills are going for modernization. And India is one place where a lot of investment is going to happen on modernization. Not only modernization, they are also the second part which you asked on a range of counts being produced, because of which people are going for additional machines in preparatory as well, because they want to have a flexibility in manufacturing. So they are going for further draw frames, they're going for further preparatory items, so that they can be more flexible in manufacturing a variety of counts, so that they can cater to the demands of the market faster. So the investment is also happening in the preparatory part also. Additional machine, in terms of additional machines. In terms of ring frames are concerned, it's mainly modernization, and I mean, definitely that will help in some way for LRT, but I don't see the actual spindlage increasing. So it's not spindlage addition as such as I'm looking at. So whatever is the old machines probably will be, most of it will be scrapped, or it will go to another person where we may not be running it at full capacities, and the production is going to be very, very less. And very shortly, it may be scrapped as well. So that is how I look at it. And I don't see a tremendous increase in the number of spindlage, working spindlage happening. So whatever is the 47.5 million spindles maximum what India has today, which is working, which will remain the same. So it's only the modernization which is going to happen, and it's good for the industry in the long run to be very competitive when compared to the other countries globally. Otherwise, we will miss the bus, and it will be difficult for us to compete with the global players. So this is a clear trend what we are seeing also in case of the materials as well. People are looking at diversifying into synthetics in a big way. People are looking more at compact anyway. People have gone more, and the compact installations are also increasing. Value addition is also increasing in a very, very big way. So you need to have a range of products today to compete in the market. And I'm sure that going forward, the percentage of cotton spinning mills is going to slowly come down. And synthetic is also going to increase, as is in the global markets, which we all know. So that is also another clear trend which I see happening in the Indian market in the next few years to come. So as far as your second question is concerned, as I told you very clearly, I don't see that as a Ring Travelers, the overall market size may not increase. So obviously our numbers will not increase. But we will require new travelers for these high-speed machines. So we feel that our percentage of our product mix will change. So people who are looking for low life travelers or more count changes, so those products will reduce, and travelers like Express Plus, which we are talking about, we have a growth of approximately 50% CAGR in that particular product, which we launched last year. So this product, we feel that will go up significantly higher because of the modernization and more machines in the longer machines and higher speed machines coming into the market.
So you just spoke about Express Plus, your product which was launched last year. So are you seeing this demand going up from in India? Are you seeing more demand from the market like Vietnam, Bangladesh, and other Southeast Asian countries?
It's globally, because the customer everywhere in the world is the same. He wants a product which has maximum life, which has minimum breakage, good yarn quality level. So it's the same. So only customers who are price conscious probably will be looking at the products which are, or customers who have more count changes and things like that, which will be looking at other range of products. So our Express Plus today, if you see, we are exporting in all the countries where we are currently exporting, and many people are converting from the existing product Express Plus. And in the domestic market also, we are seeing a rapid increase in the sales of our Express Plus as well. And this is also helping us significantly in conversion from competition. The reason why we have done extremely well in the export market, which I mentioned in the last customers we were able to convert from competition with this particular product. And that is the reason which has given us a tremendous growth in this particular product.
Okay. So, so going forward, what is your growth plan for the company? Are you looking at expansion? Are you looking at any kind of a diversification of your products?
Yeah, we have, as far as other products are concerned, we have our application tools where we are constantly developing new products in that particular segment. Like for the cleaning tools, battery operated cleaning tools, we'll be shortly coming out with another model very shortly. As far as the mechanical tools, also we have another product which will be launched in a couple of months maximum. So that is also on the annual, which we are planning to do. And our stroboscope, what we are selling is well accepted in the market, and that's the best available globally today. So apart from this, we are continuously modernizing our plants. That is very, very important for us, and that is a constant, that's a regular process which we continuously do to raise the bar of our competition. Sorry, to raise the bar in terms of our products as such. So if you take our product, for example, even Express Plus, how we started off 1 year back and what performance it may give next year might be different, because we are continuously upgrading our process facilities, adding new machines and things of that sort. So that's a very regular exercise what we have done. In fact, our new plant in Coimbatore, which we started a few years back, we have capacity where we can further go up very easily. So we have another 25%, 30% we can ramp up very quickly if required for the market requirements. So we feel that in the next few years, we will have decent growth as far as Ring Travellers is concerned, as far as we are concerned, because in some of the export markets, we still feel that there is a good potential to further increase our market share.
So in terms of, say, percentage, how much comes from exports at present?
Presently, we do approximately around 60% of our sales in terms of value comes from exports, what we are doing. So that is a segment which is further growing. In fact, if you take post-COVID, it might be even slightly higher than that, because domestic market was slightly, I mean, the utilization levels were very low as far as the domestic market is concerned. But on average, you could say that it's around 60-40 split what we have.
So finally, what is your outlook for spinning industry and then the Ring Travellers market, and finally your company?
Yeah, spinning, as far as spinning industry is concerned, I mean, it is the future. India is the spinning capital of the world, and I don't see any reason why that should not be the case. So going forward, I see China slowly reducing their spinning capacities, because the subsidies or the support from the Chinese government to their mills have totally stopped in the last few years. And that is not a sector what they are looking at in a very focused manner. Although you have around 80 million spindles still running in China. But in future, I feel that slowly these spindles will get shifted to Vietnam, Indonesia. Indian spindlage also could increase. So that is how the future is going to be. But what I see is globally, if you take, there are around 200 million spindles installed globally, where approximately there is an overcapacity of approximately 15 to 20%. This is all pre-COVID levels. So post-COVID levels, I feel it will be flattened out. So all the weak players will be out of the market. Like I mentioned, the Latin American countries, many mills will go out of the market. And in other countries as well, like in Egypt, where they have very old machinery, they may also get stopped. Some mills in Indonesia also may go out of business in the post-COVID scenario. And this 200 million spindles probably will come to 180 million spindles, which is a good thing for the overall industry. Otherwise, obviously, the demand is much lesser than the supply. So always there is pressure on the prices, and always there is spinning industry is always crying that margins are not there and things of this sort. So going forward, I feel that there'll be rationalization in the spinning industry, and lot of big conglomerates also will be there. So all these so-called smaller size mills will also become smaller. I mean, lesser in terms of numbers, and you will find the big groups further expanding, and then it's going to be acquisitions and mergers also will increase going forward. And I feel that 180 million spindles is what is going to be running in the global market going forward in the next 3-4 years. So, and that is good for the industry, and all the spinning mills will make good profit in that particular scenario, and and I mean, it's good for the overall industry as such. So the future for spinning industry is definitely bright, and many people will be doing very good business going forward the next couple of years, at least in my opinion.
And what about your outlook for Ring Travelers and your company?
Definitely, we also feel that we will be having increasing our market share going forward as well. So we feel that our numbers are going to further improve in the years to come, because in some of the countries, yes, we have reached a saturation point with a very high market share in countries like Bangladesh, in countries like Pakistan, Indonesia, but still we feel that there is further scope to increase in these markets as well. So going forward, I am very confident that we should grow at least by 10% year on year as far as LRT is concerned, in spite of our high market share in these segments.
Thank you, Mr. Balaji, for sharing your views on the spinning industry and the Ring Travelers market. It was really an insightful discussion to have.
Thank you very much for having me, and I hope the industry will also improve, and it will be a good win-win situation for all of us. Thank you.